Hi, it's me, Julie Conrad, intuitive healer and teacher, with this week's Wellness Boost. So, I've been thinking a lot about what to record this boost on, and it's spring here as I'm recording this, and that's the season of wood in Chinese element theory, which is about growth, moving forward, finding the win-win in life. It also has to do with stress and how we handle stress. So I'm actually going to title this Stress, but I'm sure we're going to balance the wood element with it. But I think that in this season of change and growth, stress is a natural part of that. So we're going to have a balance this week to help us deal with stress and keep us feeling calmer and moving forward in the direction that we want. So here we go. I'm going to use AccuNect in my muscle checking. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to our senses. We're going to go to sight, and there's something to balance with it. So I'm just going to ask and see what that is. Defense. Okay, so we're going to balance sight and defense at every level. Take a nice deep breath. I'm tapping over your head and your heart space to tell your body, hey, we can make this shift of sight to a new perspective possibly, and defense so we feel really safe as we move forward, feeling balanced and healthy. This is also a season when people tend to maybe feel not so great with allergies or with the transition of the weather. So breathe nice and deep as we allow our sight to balance in every way, our intuition, our perspective, helping you to see in a new way that's right for you. Perhaps it's a physical eye balance. So really just close your eyes for a minute here. Breathe. Good. There's that shift. And now doing defense, balancing your defense at every level. Defense is all about moving forward in our purpose, our passion, feeling safe about it, giving us spiritual protection, physical, mental, right? I think there's a lot of rhetoric in the world that's pretty negative. So giving you some mental defense to have positive thoughts about what you do want, not what you don't want. I think we all can fall into that trap sometimes. Take a real big breath. There we go. There's the shift. Good. Let me see. That's it for that. There's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we're going to do a pair. Sacrum coccyx, so your tailbone balancing for grounding. That always helps us get going when we're grounded. And here comes the wood element. All right, so we're going to do those together. So sacrum coccyx joint pair balancing, keyword grounding, and the element of wood balancing for moving forward, letting go of stress. Here we go. Getting you grounded with that sacrum coccyx. I'm actually going to hold your tailbone, so take a nice big breath. Letting your tailbone line up, sacrum and coccyx joint pair. When we're grounded, we're much more capable of dealing with life's stresses. It helps us feel stable in our body and make really good decisions. When we're ungrounded, it's hard to just even make a choice. There it goes. Good job. And now let's work on the wood element. I'm going to hold your liver and your gallbladder. And we're going to balance the element of wood. In Chinese medicine, the liver and the gallbladder go with that element. And it's all about anger and frustration, which I think in Western, kind of society, we're taught that those are negative emotions, but really they're just what we need to gather the energy of anger and frustration to make a change, to propel forward. Now, stress also falls in this category of the wood element. And let's really think about lifting off any stress. So I want you to really inhale, and as you exhale, just start to soften your body. Let go of stress out of your shoulders, perhaps behind your eyes. Really just breathe in and imagine exhaling out stress. There it goes. Good shift. That's complete. There's something else, so let's just ask what that's going to be. Going to your nervous system. autonomic fight or flight, rest and healing mode. And water. We're going to do those two together. So I'm going to hold the back of your neck here for a second. Just imagine with me. This is balancing your autonomic fight or flight, rest and healing mode response so that it's not overly sensitive, so that you can switch between the two. And then the water element balancing at every level. That helps you feel peaceful and in the flow of life. It's hard to move forward if we don't feel like we're in the flow. If we're paddling upriver, it never feels very good. So nice big breaths, letting this balance so that your fight or flight response is appropriate and just right for you in your body. Optimal function. Helping you to deal with stress and not get overactivated into fight or flight when you feel stressed. There it goes. Good job. It even feels good for me while I'm doing it. Like I can feel the energy just washing over me. I hope you can too. And now that water element, I'm actually going to hold your kidneys in your back, which go with the water element along with your bladder. And I want you to just really breathe deep into the belly to make this big shift. Helping you to feel wise with the decisions that you're making, that you can easily cope with stress, that you can easily stay in the flow of life moving forward. Yeah, breathe. Nice big breaths. You're doing great. Here comes the shift. There it goes. Nicely done. Let's see, there's something else. So let me ask. And I say ask, but I'm just using muscle checking to tune in to the energy. It's pretty effective. Going back to the nervous system, which makes sense if we're dealing with stress. So this time we're going to the cortex. You know, when we're in fight or flight, our frontal cortex tends to shut off and it makes it harder to think clearly and make really good decisions. So we're going to work on that. Keyword that comes to me is really thinking, being able to think, and an emotion, fear. Okay, so we're going to balance the frontal cortex, that thinking control center in the central nervous system, and then the emotion of fear. Balancing these together for your happiness and ease, for growth this spring, to let go of stress. So really letting go of that stress imprint in your cortex, thinking control center, so you can think clearly and with ease. Really breathe. Close your eyes. If you want to place a hand over your forehead, you can. There it goes. And the emotion of fear balancing. So you can let go of any fear that's accumulated and doesn't serve you, that you can use fear appropriately when it comes to help you make a good decision in life. It's really just there to alert you, hey, like, we need to make a good decision, but not being paralyzed by fear or overwhelmed by it. I see a lot of clients overwhelmed by fear, which tends to make us freeze, right? So really using fear effectively as a good guide to make healthy decisions, especially when we're in stress mode. There we go. Nicely done. That's complete. And that is the balance for this week. I hope this really helps you deal with stress, to move forward and grow this spring and to enjoy the season and your life path. Join me every week for a wellness boost on a different topic, and I encourage you to like or share this, and feel free to comment. I would love to hear how this affects you, and if there is a special topic you would like me to record a wellness boost on, I would be happy to do that in one of the future weeks. Have an awesome day.